Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're doing a declutter video where I'm sharing with you 10 fragrances that I've decided to get rid of. Some of them are gone probably forever, and some of them are still here with me, but I have no need or desire to wear them, hence they gotta go. I just wanna make sure that I have only fragrances within my collection that excite me, that are perfection. If there's no wow factor, then I don't want it. Before we jump into this video, please give it a thumbs up and let's get into it. I'm gonna start with probably the biggest disappointment, and that is a fragrance that I really tried to love and appreciate and understand, and I really tried to play around with it. I've worn this in both warmer and colder weather, and it seems like it doesn't really want to work with me. I don't know why. It doesn't want to perform, it doesn't want to last. It just doesn't live up to the hype, in my humble opinion. I really wanted it to be what other fragrance reviewers say it would be, but unfortunately, I get zero of that kind of experience. So I'm talking about none other than Poets of Berlin from Wilhelm Perfumery. I really was expecting this unique vanilla scent with these gourmand elements, a little bit of freshness in the background, but I get zero of that. I get zero lemon and blueberry, which was supposed to be this like unique touch to the scent. I get a little bit of vanilla somewhere in the background, but it's very, very faint. Predominantly what I'm getting is that bamboo note, which overpowers the scent and gives off this grassy feel. It's just very, very mediocre in my opinion. It doesn't surprise me, it doesn't excite me when I wear it, it doesn't evolve, it doesn't change, it just remains this linear mediocre scent. I'm sorry if you love Poets of Berlin, I am sorry, but I am not a big fan. Next up we have Oud Satin Mood from MFK. That fragrance was headache in a bottle. I realized that I cannot bear the sweet sugared candied rose. I can do dark rose, I can do mature, I can do deep, dark, heavy, dusty rose, but definitely not heavy on sugar rose. Hell freaking nah. It was so nauseating, the scent. It was so achingly sweet that every time I've worn this scent, it just made me sick to my stomach. That rose in the scent is so nasty. I'm sorry, but it's so disgusting. And I don't know where it's coming from, because usually MFK's fragrances are beautiful. They're beautifully crafted, they're beautifully blended, they're smooth, they're soft, they're luxurious, they're rich. This one is rich, but it smells so synthetic and so disgusting. And I don't know what I was thinking, honestly, when I got it, because I think I was at the stage of my life when I didn't really have many sexy, provocative fragrances, and at that time this specific fragrance really stood out for me. But much later down the road, every time I wore this scent, it just gave me such a big headache that I couldn't really do anything. And I don't know if it's just rose or that rose and oud combo. I don't know. The oud here though is very clean. It's very transparent, it's not animalic, it's not skanky or anything. Just this scent profile, no thank you. Next up we have a fragrance from the house of Hermes, and it is Twilly. Now, do I think it's a bad fragrance? Absolutely not. Then why the hell did I declutter it? The answer is very simple. It's so popular here in Singapore that every time I felt like I was in the mood for it, the idea of it being so popular just refrained me from reaching for this scent. And I know it's a stupid reason to declutter a scent because of its popularity. Like, eventually, if you like something, you should go for it, right? Even if it's popular. And I do have have a lot of popular scents in my collection, but this scent really is so popular that I can smell it literally every single day I go out. I just find myself staring at the bottle and not wanting to reach for it. You know what I mean? Like, why do I need to keep a beautiful dress in my closet if I don't want to wear it? We're dealing with that kind of situation here. Moving on to the House of Nishane, we have Temp Fluo. Now, this was kindly gifted to me by the brand, which I am very thankful for. Thank you, Nishane, for sending this over to me. But here's the thing. You guys know how much I love Nishane as a brand. This is a unique scent, okay? There's saffron, there's cashmere, there's praline, there's citruses in the opening like mandarin orange and bergamot. And everything kind of sleeps on this beautiful vanillic base with some woods. But every time I've worn the scent, people thought I wore Libre from YSL, and I am not the biggest fan of that scent. So in my humble opinion, if you're paying for a niche fragrance and getting a designer experience instead, it's like a slap in your face. I'm gonna say it, it's a ripoff. So it's a beautiful scent, but not for that price. Next, we have a fragrance that I thought I got hooked on. I remember when it came out, I was like, wow, this is stunning for a designer release. And then I also found out that Dominique Ropion together with Anne Flippo created this scent, and you guys know how much I admire them as perfumers. They both create phenomenal fragrances. The fragrance I'm talking about is L'Interdit Intense from Givenchy. This is beautiful. This is stunning. This is sexy, sultry, seductive, ultra feminine. I really love the opening. The black pepper hits you and then grabs your attention. And then you get this like sultry, creamy sesame and then patchouli, vanilla with some woods. Oh my God. If it wasn't for that orange blossom, it would have been a hit for me. But that bubble gummy style of orange blossom is just something that I cannot do. Slightly typical designer-ish scent profile, you know, like I've done it before, I've smelled it before. If it was more airy, more transparent, more fresh, something new, it would have been absolutely perfect. Maybe one day I will miraculously fall in love with this type of orange blossom, but for now it's a no. Moving on to another designer release, I had to declutter Dior's Hypnotic Poison. And the only reason why I did that is because I had a newer batch. And if you guys don't know, the newer batches smell nothing like what it used to be years and years back. Like I remember when I went to Sweden in 2014 and the lady that I visited had that fragrance in her bathroom, and I asked her, hey, can I spray it on my arm? And she went, yeah, sure. God, this is the smell that I will never forget. Never. Unbelievably sexy, so potent, so rich, so thick, so creamy, so vampy, unbelievable. And so, you know, years later, I decided to get myself a bottle. I got a whole different vibe. Performance-wise, terrible, watered down. It truly breaks my heart because I really do think it's a gorgeous perfume. It's just that the current formulation just sucks. That's all. Now, this next fragrance I still have, but I'm definitely decluttering it because our relationship got out of control, okay? And I'm talking about number 19 from Chanel. I know there's also number 19 Poudre, but I'm talking specifically about the EDP. I was looking for a very refined, unisex, fresh scent with some nice woodsy base. And this is definitely it. It's very unisex, so if you're a guy, you can definitely pull this one off for sure. But this green bitterness, earthiness, and sharpness that is present here in this bottle turns into something very odd on my skin. And I don't know if it's the combination between the florals and the leather, ylang ylang is going off, whether this scent doesn't want to work with the heat here in Singapore. Maybe the climate doesn't suit the scent. Maybe it's my body chemistry. I don't know, but I started to experience that kind of thing going on much later while I was wearing this scent. So I didn't get that in the beginning. It just happened or started happening much later. But it's a very unique scent for a Chanel release. Like, it doesn't smell very feminine to me. It smells super unisex. It's just extremely bitter, sharp, green, and slightly off on my skin. To be more graphic, imagine you're at the library reading an old book, and old as from like the 1920s, and that book has this very distinctive, dusty, slightly moldy feel to it. That's what I'm getting from it. So I don't want to smell like an old book. I'm sorry. Another fragrance that I still have in my collection, but God, please take it away from me ASAP. It is Rosendo Mateu No. 5. Listen, I loved it at first. That's why I got it, right? But, I'm one of those people that started to develop that burnt rubber smell on my skin, and I cannot pass that stage. It used to be a very ambery, musky, sensual scent with an amazing performance, and now this ambery, musky facet just disappeared. It just evaporated. It's no longer to be found. I don't know what's going on. I suspect it's the saffron combined with the exotic florals, and I'm low-key getting the Indian curry vibe. That's pretty self-explanatory, isn't it? So this one has to go. Please take it away from me. I don't want to wear it anymore. Hell no. Next up, we have another baby that I have to babysit, but this baby doesn't want to live with me anymore, apparently, and that is How, right? How? Let me explain. I'm not getting it, but my mom does. It's only because of her. If you own La Capitale from Xerjoff, pretend you're not hearing any of this from me, okay? I apologize. God bless my mom for her honesty. God bless her heart. She told me a couple times, I've worn this, that I smell like old piss. What do I need to say more to convince you that I don't want to wear this anymore? I just don't want to smell like old piss, and that's all. She broke my heart because I really did love this scent. I really did think that La Capitale was unique. It was this like beautiful blend between the Western perfumery and the Eastern perfumery. My body clearly hates this one. And last but certainly not least, we have the sexiest, most iconic, seductive, provocative, head turner, boxer dropper, wee-wee activator, all of those things. Alien by Thierry Mugler. Oh my God, how dare you, right? I know, I'm missing out. No. The older batches, yes, they're insane. These can drop boxers. These turn heads. If you can get older batches of Alien, go for it. They're exquisite. They're absolutely nothing comparing to what you can get now. My batch didn't drop anything. It only dropped money on the floor, nothing else, trust me. I don't know what the hell's going on. The older batches I remember were amazing. They performed, they were potent, they were strong, they were sexy, they were seductive, all of those things. The newer batch that I had was shit. It didn't perform at all. It was so watered down, and on top of that, the jasmine was so insanely sour on my skin that it was GG. No more. No more Alien for me. Sorry. These were the 10 fragrances that I decided to declutter. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think I should keep them? The ones that I showed you I still have in my collection, or should I just dump them? Let me know. Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like, and share. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.